Hey everybody, welcome to Sokka's Tech Spot. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your battle station look just like the ones you see in pictures. Whether you're a tech enthusiast like me, a gamer, or generally have a lot of electronics in your workspace, you're naturally going to have a lot of wires coming out of them. And we're going to want to clear this up because you want to minimize the mess in order to focus on what's really important, getting done. I'm going to go over some of the techniques that I use to help clear the clutter, and if you would like, please leave a comment below letting us know how you manage your cables in your home office, workspace, or game station. All the products and everything you see me showing today will be included in a link in the description, so if you want to get any of the products that I'm using to help manage everything going on here, go ahead and check out the description for all of those things. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this, and as I go through, I'm going to talk about everything that I'm using to help manage all of these cables. You can go ahead and take some of my advice, or you can do it a better way if you think so. This is just what's going to work best for my situation here. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so one of the first things you want to do when you're doing cable management is kind of run them in the general area that it's going to be. So as you can see, I already have my monitor set up. I kind of have the cables going in a way that I kind of want to put them permanently. So I have an idea of what I'm going to be doing in each location. If you don't run the cables in the general direction that you want them, it's going to be a lot harder to plan for them because you're planning for the unknown. When you put them in place, you get a better idea of what's going to be going on and what you can be doing at each part of your desk or whatever station you're at. As you can see, I have my kitty friend to help me. Hi Drakey. Say hi Drakey. That's a Cat 6, please don't destroy it. There are two ways that I like to tie my cables together, either using zip ties or Velcro straps. Zip ties are good for bundling a single cable together to make it more manageable, and Velcro straps are better for large bundles of cables and also in places that you're going to need a temporary connection. For example, if you plan to upgrade your computer in the future, whether it's a monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, you're going to need to undo the cables, and with zip ties it's going to be a bigger pain than if you had Velcro straps that you can just easily untie. So highly recommend Velcro straps. If you can, just Velcro strap everything. Why not? Next up, this is more about protecting you from your future self. I highly suggest you get a label maker and you label all your cables, power cables, and USBs and everything else. Pretty much just label all your cables so you can easily identify what you're looking at when you need to go and remove them and replug them in, or if you need to troubleshoot something, whatever the case may be. You don't even need a label maker per se. You can get a pen, scissors, some paper, and tape and just make your own labels that way. So that's a little cost saving measure. Otherwise, label maker. Power cable extensions. I highly recommend buying a dozen or more of these 1-foot cable extensions for all your power cables. They're going to save you a lot of space on your multi-outlets, and it's going to give you a little bit of extra length to easily manage the cables and make it look a little more tidy. Make sure to get them from a reputable seller and make sure they're certified to be safe. If you're finding this video helpful, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel for more tech tips in the future. It really helps me out. Also, check out my channel for other useful tech videos. A major part of having a clean looking battle station is keeping cables hidden and off the floor. Cable gutters make it really easy to achieve this. They come in all sorts of shapes, colors, and sizes, and depending on how many cables you need to hide, you might need a fairly large one. Installation is as easy as double-sided taping them on, although I did use 2 screws on each one to give it extra support on mine. These will help keep your floors clear of any wiring and also help you run cables from one end of the desk to the other to either the computer or the outlet. You can also see I'm using a large basket of sorts to hold the multi-outlet. I highly recommend using something like this if you can. We finally made it to the computer. At this point, you should have all the cables going from the device to the cable gutters now connected to the computer. Congrats on making it this far, cause it ain't easy. At this point in the video, I'm about 2 hours in cleaning everything up. Now let's manage the cables coming out of the computer. You're going to need a sleeve such as this one, which is braided, and we're going to wrap the cables together to make them look like one large cable instead of the spaghetti that we currently have here. All you need to do is size it up, cut it, and then secure the sleeve. I use Velcro straps for this just because it helps kind of blend in with the black, and you can use zip ties if you prefer, but I went with Velcro straps. Doing this also helps with the airflow in the back of the computer where you have fans pushing out hot air. Too many cables will clog up the exhaust, creating a hotter environment, which is never good for electronics. Cable clips. These command clips are great because you can easily remove them without causing any damage to the furniture. They're usually best for 2 cables, but anything more than that may not hold. Here's what it looks like at this point. As you can see, everything is nicely managed and clean. Absolutely no cables hanging behind the bookshelf. It's a pet peeve of mine, and really adds to the look of the room. Cables that hang are just such an eyesore. Wire molds will help conceal cables that span a long distance through the room. I have a really long Ethernet cable running throughout the room, and to hide it I use these wire molds. These are double-sided taped above the baseboard to blend in fairly well depending on what type of baseboard you have. Either way, it looks much better than having a cable running through the room. These will damage your walls, so make sure you know where you want to put them before you commit. They also usually come with attachments to help connect the molds together and change direction. These also work well for cables going up the wall for like a TV or lighting. Not to mention the extra protection that the cable gets. And there it is, my entire battle station is cable managed and tidy. This took over 3 hours to do. Granted, I was filming in between sections, but I would highly suggest putting time aside in the afternoon to do this. Otherwise, you would have to tackle it little by little, which can be more annoying. As a reminder, links for everything you saw me using and more will be in the description. You definitely need to buy some cable extensions for USB devices and power cords, but it's a small investment for how much they help. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe for more tech videos in the future, and like this video if you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and share any cable management tips that you have. Check out these other videos for more tech fun, and I'll see you in the next one.